Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be Hairy Muppet, and we are going to be casting the semi-finals of the DreamHack Open Summer 2013 tournament. It is going to be completely awesome, and I am especially looking forward to this semi-final series, and I'll tell you why in just a second. First off, some introductions down the bottom left side. We do have Jaedong. He's going to be the Red Zerg player, and he is going to be playing for the Evil Geniuses clan. It's a US based clan, and he is a South Korean player, so that is all very awesome. Down at the top right side, we do have TaeJa, the blue Terran player. He's playing for Team Liquid, a Netherlands based clan, and yes, he is going to be another South Korean player. So both South Korean players going off against each other, and here is why I am excited, because alright, quarterfinal series. TaeJa, man, he faced off against TLO. TLO had the Mutaling going on very nicely in game 1. TaeJa got Triple M plus Widow Mines, and he made it work. He made it work against the Mutaling, and he did a very awesome job. And in game 2, he did an extremely early Marine push, so very nice play. Now, Jaedong, on the other hand, he did Mutaling both games versus Lucifron. Lucifron, a Terran player, and guess what Lucifron did? He did Triple M plus Widow Mines, but Jaedong beat him into the dirt. So Jaedong has already done Mutaling and beaten Triple M plus Widow Mines, and TaeJa has done Triple M plus Widow Mines and he's beaten Mutaling. So these games are going to be absolutely freaking awesome. I have no idea who is going to win, because both of these guys have already beaten their opponent's favourite tactic, and I mean, but either we're going to see some crazy close games, or it's going to come down to a lucky Widow Mine hit or a lucky Baneling hit, or somebody's just going to throw out their tactic. They say, alright, I watched this other guy in the quarterfinal, he knows how to counter my tactic, okay? He knows how to get around my favourite play, so I got to do something crazy off the ball. Maybe TaeJa will go for full mech play. Maybe Jaedong will go for ultras, man. I have no idea what's going to happen. I don't pre-watch these games, especially not in tournaments. There's no point, because I know I'm going to cast it anyway. Other games, like random pro games, usually I never watch them anyway, and if it turns out to be a dodgy game, I just stop casting mid-game and I just cancel it, don't upload it, whatever. But you lose 15 minutes, but, you know, who cares? But there is absolutely no chance that we are not going to cast this, and there is absolutely no chance that this is going to be the dodgy sort of game that we would just chuck away. This is going to be awesome all over the place. What have we got going on? We've got some early Ling speed coming off the hatchery and the spawning pool going down, so that is a very good indicator that Jaedong is going to be thinking about some sort of Ling attack, and since he favours Mutaling so much, we are going to go with that. Now, I am getting a little bit of slowdown here. I am still processing a previous video. It takes like an hour to process fairly long videos, and I just could not wait to get into the semi-finals. I really want to get this casted, really get this up. It is a Sunday, I have to go back to work tomorrow, but I'll probably try and get both semi-finals finished off today, and then the grand final done in some of the weeknights. But I am, as I'm casting this, I've still got about 15 videos to upload, 15 videos waiting in the queue, so I am way ahead of schedule, and I mean, I just love casting so much, man. Even between the tournament games, I'm casting pro games left, right, and centre, casting all sorts of stuff. I've backed up a little bit on casting just general gold, diamond, and platinum level games, simply because I've stretched out my horizons a little bit. Basically, I'm getting just random packs from random cups, and even if I don't cast the entire tournament series, you can look and find all sorts of awesome individual games in there and just cast the crap out of them. So I'm pretty much got an unlimited amount of awesome pro level replays, and I think for now I'm just going to go with them. I mean, by all means, I am still going to be casting fan submitted replays, so if you have a replay that you think is really awesome, send it to me. I will make it a priority to cast it, but even if I cast it a day after you send it to me, it'll probably still take a week and a half, simply because, you know, it's got the queue thing. Or I may push it up the queue. Fan cast replays, I mean, why not? Push it up the queue. You guys are the fans, you want to see your own replays. And there we go. It doesn't take too long to upload them, but this is absolutely awesome play by Jaedong, man. I'm more going to say that this was a horrible play by TaeJa, man. He left the gap open to get the Hellions out. He did not close it up again. The Lings came in. He saw the Lings as his Hellions were rushing away, and these guys might be able to clean it up. But what is the worker loss going to be so far? Those Lings, man, they just did so much damage. Raised the frickin' supply depot already. There may be more Ling reinforcements, but he's not doing it at the moment. He's just running his SCVs all over the place. There we go. It's closed up now. So reinforcement's not going to work. And if we have a look, resources lost. He didn't lose that many. I mean, but this is mostly workers that he lost. So we can say maybe about 10 workers or so. Something like that. And all these are Lings. So he lost a crap load of Lings. And yeah, TaeJa, man, losing a lot of workers. You can see he's 30 to 43. The Zerg is not usually going to be that far ahead at this point. He'll probably be about 6, 7, but 12 workers, man. Those Lings definitely did some damage. The Hellion's going to come out to do a counter. The Queen is going to chase them away. They're going to go up here. They're going to try and snipe this Queen. But with the extra Queen for support, they might get chased away. There we go. That Queen's not choosing to engage until the Lings come up, and the Lings on the creep. He's got a beautiful flank here coming from the other side. These Lings were going to go up and attack this base. Instead, they came around the other side, came up the ramp. And my god, Jaedong just doing everything right this game. And TaeJa, man, he is just doing everything wrong this game. Leaving down that supply depot, letting the Hellions come in. I do not feel good for him right now. We didn't even get to see his beautiful Triple M Widowmine play because he was getting molested really early in this game. And Jaedong definitely on top. He's got his third base down. He's got a beautiful worker advantage. That's like 16 workers out in front. And the army is about even. So TaeJa is in a lot of trouble. He cannot even come close to thinking about getting a third anytime soon. There's just too many Lings on the map. And these Marines making a very big mistake, getting out on the wrong side. But yeah, they are going to go out and they're going to snipe out this Overlord, getting back in the bunker, managing to survive. So yes, they're risking their lives. I would have said that was a mistake, but it's one of those things. It's a mistake if you die, but if you don't die, then you're a bloody hero. So why not go for it? And unfortunately, oh, he's lifting it down. There's not that many Lings out there, so he should be fine as long as he raises the damn thing straight away. There we go. Leaving one Marine behind to do a bit of defense to keep the Lings out, and yeah, that should be enough. You can always get some reinforcing Marines back in there, and this kill squad is going to go out and they're going to see if they can make something happen. Almost certainly going to go for this third base, because I mean, what else can they really go for? And Jaedong responding by getting some Banelings. He doesn't have Baneling speed yet, so these guys are going to be a little bit slow, but on creep it should not matter. And yeah, getting the scan down. He sees the Banelings coming out and he does not want to be on creep right now. He's just going to run. He might be able to take out all these Lings, but he knows the Banelings are coming, and there we go. The Medevac's picking up the Marines, getting them out of there, and the command center is over there. There's an Overlord blocking the creep, but I don't know if I'd even land that even if there wasn't any creep, because he is so out in the open. The Terran player, man, is so open to being attacked here. The only thing which is saving his main base is this gate right here, but the massive amount of Lings coming out, this is not a good idea right here. He's even borrowing it just to say, haha, yeah, there's no way you're going to land here. And the Terran player, man, he can't even risk dropping Marines to kill this Overlord because forces would just get wiped out. So he's got to just sit back, get the Marines in there. He's sending out a bit more forces. The Marines coming out, trying to do something, but they just get completely overwhelmed, having to get picked up by the Medevacs again. We can see an armory coming down here. So it is going to be Hellbats, and Hellbats, man, are going to be so freaking awesome. This is going to turn the tide for the Terran player, getting the Hellbats out to take out these Ling offensive, and the Zerg player is going to have to transition into something else. So we have a look, he's already got Flyer tech on the way, so there's Flyer level 1 weapons, and yeah, we're going to see some mutas coming out, 8 mutas, so Jaedong already ahead of the curve here, and TaeJa, man, we've seen him do some awesome stuff versus bloody muta Ling, but he's definitely not in a good spot right now. He's definitely behind. Jaedong already getting out his 4th base. Not super fast, but yeah, it's a good timing for it. And yeah, TaeJa, man, he's not really behind economically. He is behind, but he would have wanted to get his 3rd base out a little bit quicker. But yeah, Jaedong, man, the fact is, lings are so cheap, and they've been so efficient at harassing that he can afford to just build lings left, right, and build workers, sorry, left, right, and center, because he's just doing harassment with a bunch of lings, and now he's got the economy to start producing mutas, as many as he wants. And this is when TaeJa is going to have to be very scared. But he's got the Widow Mines out. He's producing well, I wouldn't say it's a crap load of Marines, only 4 Marines at a time. He really needs to start getting his production facilities up for his barracks. He needs about 3 more barracks coming out to really start getting the Marine production that he needs. He's a bit behind on the army, and that is just going to get bigger and bigger, that gap, as if he does not get, there we go, 8 Marines at once. So he's got some more barracks out somewhere. There we go. There's, these ones have gone out and come up and doing the things that they need to do. So he's getting back in the battle. He's getting 2-2 weapons. The Zerg is nearly finished. 2-2 weapons. He's got 1 flyer attack nearly finished. Widowmine just managing to take out that guy. They're going to move in. And yeah, oh, these lings just doing a beautiful attack, but they are going to get wiped out fairly quickly. And meanwhile, the muta's coming in this side. The Terran player does not have a single missile turret. I think he was trying to build one there, but not quite in time. And the mutas are really pressing the advantage, and the banelings are like, why am I running away from Marines, man? I am built to counter Marines. And funnily enough, he's actually started building baneling speed, so obviously that was the point when he realized I probably need baneling speed. But the lings already have speed, and they are going to flank these Marines. The Marines just went out way too far away from the base. Muta's going to join in, going to take out some medevacs, is going to run back. He got 1 missile turret, but he does have a lot of Widow Mines. But the lings are knocking off all the Widow Mine cooldowns, leaving the mutas free. And if the mutas take down this 1 missile turret, then they're going to be able to do a lot of damage around here. But some reinforcing Marines coming in, but the banelings going in and forcing these Marines back. He gets a few of them, but not nearly enough, and these mutas are still going to be in trouble. But they can just fly off, go over to the main base and cause all sorts of havoc if they so wish. But they're just going to be taking out workers right at the moment. And yeah, I think they're sniping a whole bunch of Widow Mines as well with this Overseer. And the Marines trying to get in, almost hit that Overseer, but not quite. And this Muta army is starting to get a bit scary. He's got 2 air weapons on the way. He's not getting any more ground offences anymore. A couple of changelings coming in there. The Terran player is not fooled in the slightest. He doesn't even have the missile turrets up yet, but he already knows that they are not real Marines. And here we go, he's going to go out there, maybe try and recede the creep a little bit. When you are dealing with banelings, creep is your absolute worst enemy. It is a complete nightmare. And he has to stim to get off the creep as soon as possible. And there's lings just completely swarming around everything. He's got a couple of Widow Mines, but it's just not enough. There's just too many lings. And with the addition of these Mutalist, man, is just going absolutely nuts. And I gotta say, really, really great attack by Jaedong up here. Got his lings in there, got the banelings. These Marines got a bit out of position, chasing these banelings. And yeah, the lings came back, swarmed all over them, took them out. And yeah, sending the lings and the mutas in here. He did not have the missile turret coverage that he needed to have. He only started getting missile turrets once he saw the mutas, and by then there were 8, and there were more coming out every single second. He should have, I suppose it's a bit hard to waste your scans to actually see what tech structures the Zerg is building, but he had a spire for ages by then, and if Jaedong, if TaeJa had wasted a scan, or not wasted a scan, and seen that spire, then he would have seen the spire up well before. He would have got a whole bunch of missile turrets, and he would have been a lot better defended on this base, because he lost a lot of workers there. And yeah, man, just Jaedong continuing to press the advantage that he had. And yeah, I mean, number 1 level 1 air upgrades as well for the mutas really helped out as well. And you can see how even this game is 8,000 to 7,850, man. That's so even. But in the end, I mean, as far as the army hitting each other, they did a beautiful job. But in the end, I mean, the economy for the Zerg player was just through the roof. I mean, he expanded. He got his 4th, like at the 12-minute mark, and TaeJa, man, just was not expanding as fast. I think he got his 3rd after the Zerg got his 4th or something like that. So that is never a position that you want to be in. And yeah, he just completely out macroed TaeJa in this game. So there we go. That is game 1 of the semi-final between Jaedong and TaeJa, and Jaedong showing that he knows how to deal with Triple M Widow Mine, and that is by just building a shitload of every sort of unit that he loves and just completely overwhelming the Terran player. And Yes, funny. You went for an armory. The armory must just have been for upgrades. I could have sworn it. You know, usually I see an armory, and I'm like, ah, Hellbats, man. It's going to be Hellbats, but it looks like it was just for upgrades in this particular game. So there we go. Yeah. Hellbats, it would have been nice versus the Lings and the Banelings, but then again, you don't have the infantry upgrade. You need to get the mech upgrades at that point, which not too good. But he was getting them, I think, to protect his Widow Mines. But anyway, we're going to move on to game 2. We're going to check that out. Will TaeJa be able to come back and show Jaedong that he does indeed know how to deal with Mutiling, and he is awesome in every way it is possible to be awesome? Or will Jaedong just go out and just ruffle stomp him once again like he did this game? What will happen? I don't know. You don't know, but we will both find out very, very soon. Yeah. Alright, I'll catch you guys later. This has been Hairy Muppet.